Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of my library book haul. Similar to my Amazon haul earlier in the week, I decided mid-video that I was going to make a part 2 just for the sake of not making these videos super long for you guys. So let me know if you like them being split up or if you would just prefer to see everything at once. I'm interested to see how you guys feel about that. If you are new here, I'm Christina. I'm a homeschooling mom of 5 kids, ages 1, 2, 5, 10, and 13. My last video was my very first library book haul, and I thought, why have I waited so long to do this? I have been checking out library hauls all year long, and I thought, why not share them with you guys? You guys seem to love the Amazon book hauls, so why not library book hauls? So if you missed part 1 of this library book haul, you can go and check out that video. I'll link it down below, and we will jump right in. So we left off last time with all of the outdoors and nature and camping themed books. And today we are jumping into some beach and ocean themed books, which is going to be my next theme in the playroom. So I'm pretty excited about that. So we go to the beach every summer at least once, and I thought, obviously we need to study the ocean and the beach a little bit before we do that. So this next group of books is all about the ocean, the beach, kind of ocean life. And the first one is The Boy and the Ocean by Max Lucado. And this says, God's love is like the ocean, my little boy, she said. It's always here, it's always deep, it never ends. God's love is special. I've been eyeing this book for a while. Again, one that I wanted to purchase, but I wanted to try it out first because if I'm not careful, I can own a ridiculous amount of books. But this is such a beautiful book about God's love, and I have fallen in love with this already, and I haven't even read it to the kids yet. I can't wait. I love the fact that this is not like a informational text about the ocean, but it blends this ocean theme while also pulling in God. So I'm so excited about this one. This is The Boy and the Ocean, and what a beautiful cover. That alone sold me on this book. Next up is Ocean Meets Sky. And this one looked really interesting. And this one says, it's a good day for sailing. Finn remembers the stories his grandfather told him about a place where the ocean meets the sky, where whales and jellyfish soar and birds and castles float. Now that his grandfather is gone, Finn knows the perfect way to honor him. He'll build a boat. He'll set sail. He'll find this magical place himself. And maybe, just maybe, he'll discover something he didn't even know he was looking for. That is Ocean Meets Sky. Next one is from the DK Eyewitness series, and it's just ocean. Discover what lies beneath the watery surface of our planet, from its sunlit shallows to its murky, mysterious depths. And this one is all about the nonfiction information. And I love how this one has such glorious photos and illustrations and explanations, and there's just a lot to learn here. This is one that I think would even be cool to have in the car ride to the ocean for them to sort of flip through and get excited and learn facts, and just really making that car ride fun and educational. So that's Eyewitness Ocean by DK Publishing. This is another one that I'm really excited about. This is World of Oceans. I know I've mentioned before, I don't love books that make noise, but I think maybe I was getting the wrong books, or my kids were being given the wrong books. They were I don't know, a Dora story or Disney Princess, and they just had these annoying, pointless sounds. These books that have actual realistic sounds, like the bird books that I've shared with you guys, and this one that has the ocean sounds, are just fantastic. My kids are absolutely going to love this. And I love how it's not buttons on the side. There's just these little spots on the page that say press here. How fun is that? And there is one on every page. This one has a ton of them, and it's interactive, and I know my kids are gonna love this. This is World of Oceans. Lastly, for the ocean theme is The Big Book of the Blue. This is another book series that I know is very popular. We've had The Big Book of Blooms checked out, and the Big Book of Birds. And we hadn't checked out the Big Book of the Blue yet, but we do have the Big Book of Birds sticker book. And so I ordered for Gia for our trip the Big Book of the Blue sticker book. And if you have not checked out the Big Book sticker books, they're gorgeous. They're equally as gorgeous. They have coloring pages and sticker pages. It's really, really worth the buy. So I did link those in my Amazon shop as well. So if you haven't seen the Big Book of the Blue or any of the big books, they all kind of have the same vibe to them. They are super fun, lots of information, but not an overload of information. So it's kind of like a gentle, just sort of exposing kids to the different aspects of the topic. So just seahorses and flying fish and sea turtles and all of these different aspects of the ocean. So that is the Big Book of the Blue. And again, I highly recommend the sticker book versions as well. Another one that I checked out that does not go along with any of the other themes, but I did this for my 2-year-old Sethi. I also got the Big Book of Bugs, and I had to get this one because he absolutely loves bugs. He's so intrigued by bugs, which is so funny because anyone who knows me knows I grew up pretty bug phobic, and I've gotten better for sure. But it's just kind of funny because he absolutely loves them. And so we typically always have at least one bug book out, and this is the one that we have out right now. I thought it'd be fun to have more than one book from that series at once. So this is the Big Book of Bugs. And I probably need to just go ahead and get him the sticker book because he would absolutely love it. Another one that doesn't really go along with anything else in these categories is this little Nerdy Babies weather book. And I've had other books from the Nerdy Babies series, and I really, really like the simple, sweet illustrations. And I kind of looked ahead in our Exploring Nature with Children nature curriculum that we're doing, and we won't be doing much in terms of like sit down curriculum with it, but I decided as a way to still incorporate those topics into our summer, I'm going to pull books from the library for each week for that topic. So weather is coming up in a couple weeks, so I just grabbed this to start building that collection. This one still has like information that even my older kids can learn about, as well as the younger ones, just to kind of explore the idea or the concept of weather. So that's Weather from the Nerdy Babies collection. My last category of books, and I know this haul is getting a little bit long, but I'll try to go through these really quick. Next 3 are books from the book list from the Oh Freedom US History curriculum. I often just see what are the next couple of books that are coming out, and then I check those out. We are wrapping up our homeschool year, but I did grab the next couple of books because we'll just kind of like read a little bit of them, and we'll probably keep them around if the boys want to read them more, or we'll just take them back to the library and check them out again at the beginning of the year and just pick up where we left off in our history. So this one is Crispus Attucks, Black Leader of Colonial Patriots, and this is from Childhood of Famous Americans series. And if you look on the back, there are just so many different people that are covered in this series. If you're unfamiliar with it, people like Abigail Adams, John Adams, Louisa May Alcott, Daniel Boone, like so many. And this curriculum has you read Crispus Attucks. So we're gonna start this actually today. Another one that goes along with that is Black Heroes of the American Revolution. And it says, while history books have long extolled the white heroes of the Revolutionary War, they have generally neglected the Black men and women who made enormous contributions to the winning of American independence. The earliest martyr was an escaped slave, Crispus Attucks, whose stolen freedom ended when he fell dead in the Boston Massacre. So it's interesting because this covers Black heroes of the American Revolution, and then this one sort of ties in his childhood. So these are both coming up in our Oh Freedom curriculum, which I've talked about it before, but it does blend nonfiction and fiction texts throughout the curriculum because it is literature based. This next one I did take a peek at ahead of time, and it is absolutely gorgeous. This is another one that is coming up as one of the reads for that curriculum, and this is called Heart and Soul, The Story of America and African Americans. And this book is just breathtakingly beautiful. I mean, the beautiful illustrations, and it's a nice big book. The expression and the emotion that is captured in these illustrations is just spectacular. I cannot wait to jump into this book. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous book. This next one is called Holidays and Heroes, Let's Celebrate Emancipation Day and Juneteenth. So this one was not a part of the O Freedom curriculum list, but this one is just giving us information about the Emancipation Proclamation and Juneteenth and kind of the differences between those two events in history. So this is just kind of like a simple approach to learning about those important events in our nation's history. So that is Let's Celebrate Emancipation Day and Juneteenth. These last two books are more for teens, and they are Never Caught, The Story of Ona Judge. This is the Young Readers Edition. And this says, on Saturday, May 21st, 1796, Ona Judge, a 22-year-old slave of President George Washington, and his wife Martha escaped the president's Philadelphia mansion and never looked back. And this is her story. So I'm super excited for us to read this. I'm not sure yet if we'll do it as a read aloud or just one that the older boys read. So I'll kind of keep you posted on this one, but I feel like this kind of goes along with some of the other books that we're exploring right now. So this last one is Turning 15 on the Road to Freedom, my story of the 1965 Selma Voting Rights March. And this book is about Linda Blackman Lowry, and it says, jailed 9 times before her 15th birthday, Linda Blackman Lowry refused to give up the fight for equal rights. She was the youngest marcher on the historic 1965 Voting Rights March from Selma to Montgomery, Alabama. She vowed to make a difference, and she did. So that is Turning 15 on the Road to Freedom. So that is all I have for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed parts 1 and 2 of this library book haul. Again, let me know in the comments which style you prefer. If you like these longer hauls split up into 2 videos, or if you would rather just see everything at once. Let me know if you think you might want to check out any of these books. Stay tuned next week for a collab that I have with a bunch of other homeschool mamas and another fun video coming your way next week. If you are not already subscribed, I would love if you'd subscribe. Click the notifications bell so that you know when a new video is coming out. If you're new here, introduce yourself in the comments below. If you're not already following us over on Instagram, you can follow us at rooted_homeschool so you can see more of like the day-to-day, behind the scenes life. I hope to see you in one of my next videos, and until next time, stay rooted.